Tennessee. 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Touchdown! Tennessee scored!
Yeah, the sun's burning fog off the Tennessee. The Vawl Navy's making waves and it's orange they bleed. Vawl Nation's tailgating and they're raring to go. Yeah, when Nealon gets to rocking, it's a hell of a show.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to the Vawls Deep Podcast, episode 36 or 37, somewhere. Can't remember.
36 and a half. We're there.
36 and a half. Let's hope Highland Media works out a little better for us tonight.
Couldn't work out any worse than the last time.
Trying to sort out Wi-Fi issues. Our show is best live, but if we have to, we will pre-record it and post it later. Spur and Spanky, how y'all doing?
Better than we deserve, Luke.
Yeah, it's going great.
79 degrees and sunny today. Spring's here.
How you doing, Big Daddy?
I'm going pretty good. You know, I've been a lot busy lately.
We're live on Facebook and YouTube. If you can't watch the entire show, it will be uploaded on Apple, Spotify, Amazon, every podcast platform possible. You can also rewatch it on Facebook and YouTube. We have a great show lined up for y'all tonight. Tennessee men are regular season SEC champions. The Vols begin SEC tournament tomorrow versus Mississippi State at 1 o'clock.
Big game already.
Big game. It's tournament time. It's the best time of the year basketball. It's almost. Would you say it's March Madness yet, or have we still got to wait a couple weeks?
No, we still got to wait a couple weeks.
But we're technically in March.
You know, I'm all for the SEC tournament, but it's not the big one. We want the next tournament.
No, it's but look, basketball's a tournament sport. It's not about what you've done beforehand. Like, you never know. Like, you could have Glenn Martin State University Community College being the NCAA tournament. They could upset Duke. Whoever.
Yep, could happen.
All right,
it's tournament time.
We'll talk more in depth about Tennessee basketball later on in the show. We'll also talk about the Lady Vols basketball team, some Kelly Harper drama.
No doubt.
We have Tennessee baseball, some Tennessee softball to talk about as well. Both teams still looking very good right now. We have Start Bench Cut coming up later in the show, and probably the fan favorite, The Duel. Who will listen, or the listeners will vote tonight. You vote in the comments. You'll let us know who wins between Spanky and Spur. Who is the Duel champion right now?
It's Spanky now.
It's the Spank, baby.
So 2 weeks in a row, right?
2 weeks in a row, baby. Look here, hey, diamonds are forever, and so is the Spank.
You wearing a championship ring? What
What kind of ring is that?
Brother Keith Adcock gave me this
Brother
one time after a wrestling match. He said,
Oh,
if you
my
win
goodness.
this match, I'll give you that ring.
I guess.
Is it gold, pure gold, you think?
I think so.
The Madcocks like that gold.
I think so. I think I'd like to thank Jerry Duncan. Well, never mind for it.
Yeah.
Spanky and Spur will answer 5 tough questions. The winner not only gets bragging rights, but they get a nice piece of hardware.
I'll have me a championship ring here before long. We're supposed to get them after. I'll have me a middle school state championship ring. I'll always
How many
wear.
is Coach Basler won now?
He's at 9 right now.
Edith's already voted for Spanky. And speaking of championship rings, Ryan might be able to get you one out of a trophy case somewhere. But we'll see.
All right.
That's an inside joke.
Let us know in the comments when we get there who you believe won the duel. It's always entertaining. We're going to do a giveaway at the end of the show as well. We have a trivia question for you all. The winner will get a gift card, football cards, baseball cards, and some decals. Also, Spur, let them know.
Speaking of giveaways, the Vawls Deep Podcast, we'll be doing our official tournament bracket challenge. We're going to create our own group. It's going to be on ESPN. So if you don't have an ESPN account, get one now, because the Vawls Deep Podcast is going to have a tournament bracket challenge. We'll post a link on Facebook. We'll post it here on the Vawls Deep page. We'll post it on our personal pages. But the winning bracket's going to get a very nice prize from us. The deadline to enter the bracket will be the first game on Thursday. So those first 2 games on Monday and Tuesday, we won't worry about those too much. So get your brackets in before next Thursday. And, of course, those brackets will come out Sunday.
Won't we everybody puts $100 down on this bracket?
Well, we can talk about that between ourselves. This is going to be for just the fans of Vawls Deep.
Well, why can't we make them put $100 down?
Because that's kind of illegal in Tennessee still.
No.
But we'll come up with something good.
Well, okay.
Secretly. Jordan Mountcastle says, "What's up, boys? As soon as the first buzzer beater goes down, it's March Madness." Coach Ryan Jackson sends some laughing emojis for you, I believe, Spur.
It is.
All right, we'll be right back after these commercials.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's the Vawl Daddy. I want to give a big shout out to the Fairview Union. Great musicians, local people. Chad's from my hometown. They were gracious enough to let us use their music for our podcast. Make sure you check them out. They're huge Tennessee fans. You won't be disappointed. Let's hear them play.
Man, you won't believe that roar when the boys find the checkerboard. The big orange is back. It's a fact. Volunteers, where you at? Get loud, staying proud. Send a message to the crowd. Y'all better get used to the fact the big orange is back on track. Coach Hyper, where you at? Getting it done, having fun. Power team number one. Y'all better get used to the fact the big orange is back.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Live on Facebook and YouTube. We appreciate the likes, comments. Please share this out for us. Let's get this show rolling tonight. We truly appreciate it.
Absolutely.
This segment is presented by our friends at Big Orange Concrete Pumping. Taylor Jones of Big Orange Concrete Pumping has been doing this work for a very long time. He has one of the biggest line pumps in the state, so make sure you reach out to Taylor Jones with Big Orange Pumping for any of your concrete needs. Let's start with Tennessee men's basketball. Rick Barnes, his Volunteers fell one spot to number 5 in the country this week after Saturday's tough loss to Kentucky.
You know, I don't want to say it was a bad loss because, you know, every loss is a bad loss for Tennessee, but we wrapped up the SEC regular season championship on Wednesday when we beat South Carolina. So, you know, while I don't want to say there was nothing to play for against Kentucky, we had that edge just kind of taken off of us. There was no pressure to win this game. And the game started out, both teams were sloppy in that first 6 to 8 minutes of the game. Nobody could hit a shot. Questionable calls. Tennessee fell behind. They just wasn't able to pull it off at the end. But, by gosh, Don't Connect had 40 points.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy that, you know, we didn't have our best shooting night as a team all around, but then Don't Connect had 40 points. But that's just one of them deals that shows you that how good of a team we are when we're not having a good shooting night and we're still in the ball game. But, you know, just some nights the ball just rolls in, it rolls out. It's just funny how that ball moves.
I'll never say it's a good thing to lose to Kentucky because I hate the Kentucky Wildcats up there, and their fans are just awful, bragging about how they beat Tennessee by 4 points in Knoxville when we beat them pretty bad on the road earlier this year in a game that actually mattered. But, you know, this might be a good loss for Tennessee. It wakes them up a little bit. It
Humbles them a little bit.
Humbles them a little bit. You know, they were on a big roll. And won 3 of those last 4 against all top 15 teams. So I don't consider it too big of a deal. We're the SEC champions, by God, and we're the number 1 seed.
I'll take that over a win.
Well, it's hard to beat anybody that shoots 50-something% from 3.
No doubt.
And then, it's hard to beat a team 3 times in a row, too. So
it is.
It is.
If we link up with Kentucky again, that loss might, you know.
Could you imagine
really
Sunday for the SEC championship in Nashville? Now, I want to dream big. Could you imagine Tennessee, Kentucky national championship game? Because that could possibly happen this year. Mm-hmm. It really could. Kentucky's is good enough to get there.
Mm-hmm. Kentucky's good. Dalton Connect had his first.
Oh, yeah.
Incredible.
It'd be hard not to make that trip.
Yeah, it would.
Dalton Connect had his first 40-point game in the loss versus Kentucky. He's also been named SEC Player of the Year. Huge honor for the transfer senior.
And there's no doubt Dalton Connect is absolutely the SEC Player of the Year. And he's going to get some votes for National Player of the Year. You know, pretty much been given to Zach Edey at Purdue. But Dalton Connect's right up there with him. I think Dalton Connect's a better all-around player.
I do too. If you look at what do they call them graphs where they show like where your shots are taken.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the shot spread.
Yeah, Edie's all that's right there.
Yeah, one little area underneath the goal.
Yeah, if you look up,
Dalton's everywhere.
It's all over the place. It's from the logo all the way in.
It is.
He hit a shot at the E the other night, and it was yeah. That seemed to be a 4-point shot.
It was a Caton Clark shot.
Yeah.
What's up, Wesley? Wesley Cameron joined us. He's gonna hit that football camp, the Legends of Tennessee football camp.
Yeah.
Hey, that's coming up next weekend, Luke.
He is very excited about it. Very excited about it.
Tennessee football coaching clinics next Friday too.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Edith says any team that doesn't directly and Reed Shepherd every time he hits the floor going forward is go directly at Reed Shepherd every time he hits the floor going forward is crazy. We exposed how horrible his defense is late in that game. Yeah, when we drove the ball in on him, we was everything got better. But I think we figured that out way too late. Robin Shelton says, "What's up? What's up, Robin?" Ryan says he feels like they needed that loss before going 9 straight to win the Natty.
I'd be good with that.
Yep.
Oh yeah, this is when it matters. Zakai Ziegler, he was also named SEC Defensive Player of the Year, and in my mind, is a candidate for National Comeback Player of the Year.
I don't know if that's an award or not, so I put it in the script, but either was a National Comeback Player of the Year for college basketball.
He deserves it.
It would absolutely had to be Zakai Ziegler coming back from a torn ACL to pretty much play every game this year and lead Tennessee in minutes played. He's absolutely one of the best defenders in the country, for sure the SEC, and I tell you what, we're going to have him back next year, and I'm excited.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, love ZZ, man. He's obviously, I mean, he's one of the all-time fan favorites.
You know, we've only had Dalton Connect for 1 year, and we were already talking about building a statue for him. Is Zakai Ziegler the next person we retire a jersey for? If he plays all 4 years at Tennessee, he's certainly a fan favorite.
He could be. Dalton Connect, he's going to go down as all-time great
no doubt.
In just 1 year. So I can't believe how fast Zakai healed. He actually sat below me and Spanky at Tennessee baseball game last year. There's a lot of heart. He loves Tennessee, but I think Tennessee loves him even more.
We do.
Tennessee begins their road to the SEC Tournament Championship Friday. We'll play at 1 o'clock versus Mississippi State, who defeated LSU earlier today. The setup is there. We kind of talked about it, but the setup's there for a rematch against Kentucky if both teams win tomorrow and Saturday. Sunday could be very interesting.
Mm-hmm. It could be, but we got to get through Mississippi State first. You know, Mississippi State beat us earlier this year. Yep. It was on the road, but it was one of those off nights for us where we didn't shoot very well. They beat us by 5, 77-72. So we get by the game Friday, tomorrow night against Mississippi State, and then we had to play probably Auburn in the semifinal. Very well could be Auburn.
I'm just saying, every time that somebody's beat us this year and we've gotten a rematch against them, it's not went that other team's way. It's been pretty. Yeah. It's you ain't got to wake our players up.
I guess we'll play the winner between Auburn and South Carolina, if I remember correctly. So either way, that could be a tough matchup Saturday, followed by the winner of the smaller bracket. It could be Kentucky, it could be Alabama, could be Arkansas.
Yeah, we were due to lose. I know I posted that graphic of the stretch there. I mean, that was a tough stretch.
Yeah, it was a very tough stretch.
And I was thinking we, might go 50-50 there or something. So, really, we done better than what I thought and most people thought in the comments as well.
And we didn't have a show last week, but we talked about that win at South Carolina last Wednesday to clinch the SEC championship. That was one of the best all-around performances Tennessee's had on the season. We just took control of that game late, and we weren't going to look back. It was ours.
It would be awesome. Obviously, we're regular season SEC champs. It'd be great to do both, tournament and regular season champs. That would be awesome. All right, let's get to the Lady Vols. Absolutely heartbreaking loss to number 1 South Carolina in the semifinals in the SEC tournament. South Carolina hasn't lost a game all year.
No.
When's the last time South Carolina has lost a game?
They lost in the SEC tournament last year to LSU in the championship of the SEC tournament. But, my God, that was absolutely brutal.
Brutal, man. It was. Who's to blame for this loss? They, without a doubt, gave South Carolina the toughest game of the year. Very last moment, they let it slip up. So, in your opinion, who's to blame?
Oh, man, I love her dearly, but by God, that was an awful job. The last 4 seconds of coaching by Coach Harper.
Well,
It was.
I'll let you just talk about it.
I'll talk about it. First of all, they get a rebound with 5 seconds to go. Powell is fouled with 3.7 seconds on the clock. Up by 2, you're fouled. I'm thinking, I've already shown people around me. I was at Ice Bears hockey. It was in Tennessee, just beat South Carolina. I was convinced. And Powell goes to the free throw line and misses both shots. So if she makes one of those 2, we're not talking about this today. We're talking about Tennessee beating South Carolina. Rebound comes off. It's a long rebound. South Carolina takes it. It takes her a full second to control the rebound. Then she takes 2 dribbles, and Jasmine Powell, Jordan Spears fouls her on purpose at half court to stop the clock. It was a foul on purpose to stop the clock with 1 second. The girl was going to throw up a Hail Mary shot. There's no doubt. She was still at half court. So South Carolina didn't have any timeouts left. Tennessee had 2. We choose not to take a timeout. And then we don't defend the inbounder, throwing the inbound pass, and nobody picks up the big girl at the top of the key who throws up a shot at the buzzer, and it banks off the glass and goes in. She had nobody around her. We did not defend the inbound play. You got to defend it. You got to call a timeout and at least set up a defense. You have 2 timeouts. We went home with 2 timeouts.
Well, my thing is too. It's like, yeah, you went home with 2 timeouts, but you had the momentum there, and a timeout slows momentum down. So if you
what slowed it down was fouling her on purpose.
Now I will
she was
say
clearly,
I didn't understand
she was clearly
that part
told
of
to
it.
foul the girl.
I didn't understand that part of it, but the whole Gardner thing, the big tall girl, she ain't made a 3-point shot her whole college
She never
career.
shot one. It was her first ever.
First ever. And as a coach, if you know that, okay, this girl's been beating us inside all day long. Mm-hmm. It's almost like one of them narratives of, okay, if that girl's going to shoot that shot, never shot one, she's going to shoot a 3 and beat us, she deserves it. But by God, we're not going to let her inside and score. And I see the mindset of, let's pack this paint and not let her get inside, because that was her shot, was inside. And outside was not her shot. So
but there's 1 second. She can't drive in. There's 1 second. It's catch and shoot, period. So when she steps outside, you step up with her. I mean, there's nowhere else to go.
See me, I just let them shoot, because if I know they're not a shooter,
and
let
that's
them
why
shoot.
you call a timeout to discuss that. There was no timeout called. You could tell, Tamari Kia or Kia Jackson, either one, hey, cover a girl. If you're not going to defend the inbound pass, then it's 5-on-4 at that point. They just didn't. And the shot went in. I was crushed. It hurt, but Lady Vawls won 2 games in the SEC tournament. They finished in the semifinal. They're going to make the NCAA tournament, and they'll be a tough out for somebody.
And another thing, too, like I know people want to give Kelly Harper a hard time for. Tennessee is one of the few teams all year long that has played South Carolina very tough.
They're the only team that's played South Carolina tough.
And, you can't be a terrible coach and not play South Carolina tough both times. Obviously, something's working. It's just coming down to them little things. And like we said earlier, it's hard to beat a team a 3rd time. And I think, honestly, if people would just... I understand it's been like this past couple of years. But I promise, I think Kelly Harper's got this. Okay?
I love Kelly Harper.
Any coach, she was more devastated than most of them players after that game.
Oh, she was in tears.
And
she was.
To me, it's like the people that want to sit back and blame coaches are the ones that I don't know how to word it, but they're the ones that don't know what a coach has to go through daily with game planning and the stress of you got so much on your shoulders, you got so much on your plate that it's just I don't know. I respect Kelly Harper more than anybody because she's taking so much heat and she's still coming out smiling.
You know who I like Kelly Harper better? I like Kelly Harper better than I do Kim Mulkey, who pretty much showed her butt during that press conference after a fight between LSU and South Carolina.
That was terrible. That was just awful.
It was awful. Now, Dawn Staley, South Carolina's girl is certainly guilty of shoving the LSU
Yeah, because
player.
it was blatant obvious. She just ran in and just shoved her.
But the South Carolina coach, Dawn Staley, come out and put out a pretty good statement about it. Hey, she doesn't condone the actions of her players, and she'll take full responsibility for their actions. Whereas Kim Mulkey come out and said, well, she should have shoved a bigger girl, because if she had shoved the other girl, there would have been trouble to be had, and basically challenged her to a fight. I thought that was pretty ridiculous. Did you see it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, golly, this is a head coach saying this. Thugging it up, I guess you could say, right?
Yeah, she don't have a filter at all.
No, she does not.
For sure.
She could dress like a clown, though. You know, whoever dresses her.
I don't know.
That's her gimmick, and she's over for it. But
that's her gimmick, which I can't say much to. I'd probably wear the same stuff. I can't say much.
Regardless, we've covered the Lady Vawls pretty extensively on this podcast, and we wish them the best of luck in NCAA tournament. They'll probably get a 7, 8, or 9 seed, so they'll play a pretty tough opponent in the second round, but they can give them hell.
With Kelly too, it's kind of like, what are you going to do to find better?
Yeah.
So
who do you replace her with? Dawn Staley's not coming to Tennessee, folks. I'm telling you.
No, we had our chance on that one.
Yeah.
Edith says, as much as she loves, I guess, Dalton Connect, I think it would just be asking for ridicule to build a statue. To build a statue for him. I wouldn't mind a bust if we have a good tournament.
Justin Owen says it's the coach's job to prepare the players and the player's job to execute. You can't blame the coach when things aren't executed properly. Well, I agree with that, Justin. There was not in any position to execute the final 1 second. They didn't set up anything. Nothing was said. So it's a combination of the players didn't execute what was not coached to them. And believe me, I love Coach Harper more than anybody else. You too, Spanky. My girlfriend talks to Kelly at regular. We see her at Vawl calls quite often. So I'm tickled to death she's at Tennessee, and I hope she continues to be here. But that was just an unfortunate 4 seconds that cost us a huge victory.
Here's another thing, too. I think it'll make us better. Honestly, do. I think it'll make us better.
Yeah, Kelly needed that really bad. Look at Justin hopping in here with some Morgan County boys. What's that about, Spanky?
Huh? What's going on?
Justin hopping in here with some Morgan County boys. I said, what's that about? What's up, Justin? Jordan says Mulkey should have cut a Ric Flair style promo. She dresses for it. Then Jordan says Harper is to blame. I don't care if that girl ain't hit a 3 all year. You cover them. Just my thoughts. And Edith says O'Don and the Lady Cox have really been dominant, but I'm pretty opposed to men playing women's sports.
We'll just leave that where it's at.
The Lady Cox. All right, Tennessee baseball's on fire, ranked number 5.
Yes, they are.
Nationally, they're on a 16-game win streak with a 17-1 record. This team is a blast to watch. Tuesday, they defeated Eastern Kentucky 17-2, along with another grand slam. Last week, they swept Illinois and beat Southern Indiana and Kansas State Tuesday. That featured 6 home runs as a team, including a 2-run, 3-run, and a grand slam by freshman shortstop Dean Curley, accounting for 9 RBIs on the day.
You talk about an incredible performance by a freshman shortstop. I was there for that one, and it was fun to watch. He come up. First of all, he come up in the second inning and hit a ground ball to the third baseman and didn't run to first base, and he was put out. I think he thought it was off his foot, but he didn't run. Yeah. And at that point, I thought, oh hell, Vitello's fixing to pull him from the game. We ended up scoring 6 runs later that same inning, and so he stayed in. The next inning, he come up and hit a grand slam. And 2 innings later, he hits a 3-run home run. And the next inning, he hit a 2-run home run. So 3 straight home runs, a grand slam, a 3-run dinger, and a 2-run home run. And he come up to bat in the bottom of the 8th inning with nobody on. And the scene was set. And he crushes one to the right center field wall that the wind holds up, and it's caught on the wall. Had that went over the fence, it would have been a home run cycle, something I've never heard of.
It would have been insane. This team can score.
I thought it was going. I did.
Last year's team, they kind of struggled to score a little bit.
This year's team, and I knew.
Me and James Buford, the CBS photographer, was talking about it. It's just so much. I mean, you just and then
last year was the young year. Now this year they're all.
Yeah. And Vitello's turning them out over to MLB so quick. Yeah. It's hard to keep up with. I mean, you don't know what you're going to get.
And I talked to some people at the stadium last week, and some people with some inside knowledge, I guess you could say, and they said this team's already having more fun than last year's team. That there's not as much. I don't know. We don't know what goes on in the locker rooms, but it seems to be more of a family, I guess you could say. There's not a lot of drama on this team right now, so they're getting along very well, and that could only bode to be a good thing for Tennessee.
Yeah, Tennessee will begin SEC play this weekend on the road against Alabama. Huge opening series. It's going to be a huge test for Tony Vitello's base Vawls, and let's hope they can keep this win streak going.
Yep. Get 2 out of 3 at Alabama. I want 3 out of 3. Yep.
I'd love to sweep. Yeah,
Love to sweep them.
yeah.
I don't care if it's underwater basket weaving if we're playing Alabama. Tennessee Lady Vols softball, still number 8 in the latest rankings, but playing much better softball. They're currently 19-4. They're on an 11-game win streak. They will host number 11 Missouri for a 3-game series at Sherry Lee Parker Stadium. Get out there and support these ladies. It's fun.
I love softball. I love it.
It's fun to watch.
If you never watched a softball game in person, it's faster than a baseball game. You know, it's more up tempo, and those ladies, they can bring it.
They get after it now. They really do.
They're fun. They're fun.
And they're mean.
Let's hit the comment box one more time here. Jordan says, "Here's my question: do we expect too much from Kelly? Do we hit the ceiling and go through it with Pat and expect too much?"
Honestly, I think you do because, like, one, even though she didn't have to follow legend like Holly did, but still, like, people, Kelly was just a great player for Tennessee, and I think, just the fan base is expected, hey, she was a great player for us, and she played under Pat Summitt. That means she should be a great coach for us. And, sometimes it just doesn't work out like that.
When women's basketball is the worst ranked team of any major sport at Tennessee, then something's a little bit off.
Yeah.
Or is something else right for everybody else?
I mean,
like you gotta look at, like, you can't take away from the other teams either because, like, it's just one of them deals of it just happens. Things come in phases and cycles.
it does, and we hope to get back. I like Kelly Harper. I think she coaches well. So,
How many years did Pat Summitt coach before she
a long time.
went to the Natty?
She won 8.
I know she won 8, but it was
she coached for a long time.
But yeah,
It took her a good minute to get there.
It took a long time, yeah.
It's going to take, in my opinion, if they'll give her time, it'll take Kelly Harper time to get there.
imagine if Pat didn't get sick. She'd be
Would she
untouchable.
She'd still be
still be
there.
coaching and
Should be nobody'd ever touch it ever.
no.
All right, thank y'all for listening. Thank you to Taylor Jones with Big Orange Concrete Pumping for sponsoring. We'll be right back with Start Bench Cut after these messages.
Big Orange Concrete Pumping. They can accommodate any residential or commercial concrete project that you may have in mind. They have one of the biggest line pumps in the state. They take a lot of pride in their work, and they're waiting on your phone call today. Their number is 865-371-3367. Whether you're pumping noise and kneeling or pumping concrete, make sure you roll with the Big Orange. That's Big Orange Concrete Pumping, 865-371-3367.
All right, and we're back. Welcome back to the Vawls Deep Podcast, episode 36. We hope you're having a great Thursday night. We're live on Facebook and YouTube. Share this out for us. Hit the like button for us. We truly appreciate it. Next, we have Start Bench Cut. How this works is I'll give a question. We have to rank our answers in order from first to last, start being one and cut being last. You ready, Big Spank?
I'm ready. I was born ready.
All right, Start Bench Cut. These Tennessee basketball uniforms. The classic orange, the white, or the gray.
You said basketball, right?
Basketball jerseys, yeah.
How
They haven't worn a smoky gray in a couple of
Yeah,
years.
how long has it been since
It's
they've
been a
worn
little
this?
bit.
You talking about the gray with the black kind of, the darker gray in the middle, or are you talking about?
They're gray with orange Vawls
Yeah, with the orange balls,
and,
but it's
and the
got.
checkered down the sides. They were
Okay.
pretty. They were nice jerseys.
I think you talking about because look, they've had different kinds of gray.
any of the grays you get.
Well,
picked.
you got the smoky gray with the black in the middle, and then it says Vawls. Okay, whatever. To me, I don't know. I like the orange. I just love the color orange. I'm just going. I'll go start the orange, and then I'll bench the gray because it's a really nice jersey. I love it, and then I'm gonna cut white. I'm just not a big. I'm just not a.
You cutting the like the icy white or the old school creamy looking white?
I'm cutting the creamy.
What?
To me, cream looks better in baseball. That's just my opinion. Cream is baseball. That's just my opinion.
I pretty much agree with Spanky. I gotta start the orange. the all orange too, with the classic letters Tennessee across it. I'm going to bench the whites because I love the white jerseys, especially at home. It's a clean looking jersey. As much as I love smoky gray, I want to save that for football.
Yeah.
However, those Summit Blue Lady Vawls jerseys are pretty nice.
Oh, yes, they are. They are.
They're very
That's
nice.
the Lady Playmakers in
Yep.
AAU basketball jersey.
Yeah, that's what we should have said. We should have said the Summit Blue. Because I'd have probably started that. No,
Well, the men don't wear something.
I know, but
they
just
need
throwing it-
to.
just
They
throwing-
need
just
to
throwing-
get
just-
some black
just
ones.
throwing it out there. Yeah, the black ones would be nice. Richard G. West posted some the other day.
Yeah, it got some people because
Really?
yeah, originally this question had a black on it.
Yeah, I'm going to start the
I
orange.
thought they were real.
I'm going to bench the white. I'm going to cut the gray. I think Spur had the right order. Today is Steph Curry's birthday. He's 38 years old. Start, bench, cut.
He's 38.
38.
Steph Curry's 38
He
years
is
old.
38.
What?
Yeah,
Oh my God!
I didn't realize it either.
I could have swore he was like.
Spur done this script, so I didn't either. Whenever I said that, I said,
Oh my God! Wow! I thought he was like late or early 30s. I thought he was early 30s. Oh my God!
Spur's about to fact check himself.
Yep. He was born in 88, so that makes him 38. March 14th.
Oh my gosh! He's almost 40 years old and he's still doing what he's doing.
All right, it's a typo. He's
35?
36.
36.
He's 36.
Either way, it's still crazy. All right, start, bench,
Oh,
cut.
wow.
These
That's yes. Oh wow!
start, bench, cut. These NBA 3-point shooters: Steph Curry, Kobe Bryant, Reggie Miller.
Oh, you're forgetting one of them, and you know which one you're forgetting.
Oh, I didn't do this. If I was me, I'd have the bird on there.
Number
still
one,
gonna put
Larry
Larry Bird on
Bird,
it.
ain't no question about it. But number two, I'm gonna start Steph. Like they need to name when he retires, they need to name it the Steph Curry 3-point shooting contest. Just my opinion. Next, I'm gonna give Kobe. I just cannot pick. I can't imagine a world where I'm cutting Kobe Bryant, and I hate to do it to Reggie Miller, but I'm just gonna cut Reggie.
So, I'm going to start Kobe Bryant
Really?
because I thought he was more than just a 3-point shooter. So, I know this question is about 3-point shooters, but Kobe could do on the inside and outside. So, I'm going to start Kobe Bryant. I think he's a top 5 player of all time. I'm going to bench Steph Curry, and I loved the way Reggie Miller played basketball, but out of these three, he's going to get the cut.
I'm going to start Steph Curry. I'm going to bench Reggie Miller, and it's crazy, but I'm going to cut Kobe Bryant.
Wow.
I hate to even. I feel like
Steph Curry's the best
Gosh.
shooter I've ever seen.
I feel like
It's
I
crazy,
feel like
though.
I'm sinning right now. All right, which Tennessee team will finish the season ranked the highest? Tennessee men's basketball, baseball, or Lady Vol softball?
Well, this is a question, isn't it?
Oh my gosh! Finish the season ranked the highest. God, I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start baseball, and I'm gonna bench basketball because I think we're gonna make the Final Four, and then I'm gonna cut softball because I hate to break to them softball girls, but if we're gonna win one, we're gonna do it this year because when Oklahoma rolls in next year, it's gonna be pretty rough for old softball.
I'm going to start men's basketball. I think we're going to the Final Four this year. I really believe it. I believe Rick Barnes has them ready. I think he's going to get over the tournament Rick mentality, and I think we're going to make it to the Final Four.
Oh God, watch them lose the first round.
Oh, God, say that.
Oh God.
Will we win a national championship? I don't know. I'm going to bench Lady Vawls softball. I think that they have the talent to make a long run. I think they can make it to the Women's College World Series. And I'm going to cut baseball. And there's only one reason why I'm cutting baseball, and that's just because the SEC is so deep that it's going to be difficult to get through. There's 8 teams in the SEC ranked in the top 14 in the country.
There's a reason every SEC game's tickets are on pre-sale right now, and there's only general admission tickets left.
Yep.
Yeah, this question sucks. Bart.
Yeah, this question does suck.
But you've got the right order. I'm going to start men's basketball. I think we're doing the damn thing this year.
I do too.
I'm going to bench softball. I just think they're that good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to cut baseball. Like you said, SEC is so tough, and it just sucks cutting baseball. Damn, it's rough. But
all three teams have a chance to win a national championship.
Yeah,
they really do.
It's a gamble. And my biggest reason for cutting baseball is just because Tony has made it there so many times. I just don't know how. I ain't saying he can't, obviously, but I just think the chances might be. I don't know.
Which one's harder to win, a national championship in baseball or basketball?
I would say basketball.
Basketball.
I think that tournament.
You're just gonna win 6 games in basketball.
I think that tournament is.
You got to survive a region, a super region, and all that stuff to get to the baseball World Series.
Yeah, I still think.
Yeah, it's tough. But that's what we love college athletics.
I think it's tougher to do baseball than it is.
Yeah, I think basketball. Let's see. Coach Ryan Jackson says we had everything going for us last year in baseball and blew it. The basketball team is our team this year.
Yeah, and Jordan says that was a good question.
It was a very tough one. That was tough. He says basketball, no doubt. Okay. Today is National Potato Chip Day. Start bench cut these chip brands: Ruffles, Pringles, Doritos. Here we go, Spank. This is right up your alley, Big Daddy.
What'd you say it was?
Potato Chip Day.
Potato Chip Day. Start bench cut: Ruffles, Pringles, Doritos.
Oh my gosh.
Here we go. Ready for in-depth chip talk right here.
Can we have dip with it?
It's your question. You can answer it however
with
you want.
dip, Ruffles is very good. I like the plain Ruffles, even though if I'm going to go with that wavy kind of chip, I'm going to do the Lay's red bag. But
well, it's not Lay's, it's Ruffles.
I know. Ruffles is really good. I'm going to start Ruffles. Next, I'm going to bench Pringles.
Cutting Doritos?
I'm going to cut Doritos. Let me explain, okay? I like me some sour cream and onion Pringles. The only thing with the Pringles is like, there's more crumbs than there is chips sometimes. So it's kind of one of them deals of, I don't know. It's just hard to deal with Pringles.
Edith makes a very good point. Doritos isn't technically a potato chip.
Whatever.
What is it?
It is.
Okay.
It's a corn chip.
She's just agreeing with you.
Okay. Well, but I'm going to cut Doritos because, one, I'm not a big Dorito guy. Like, I will eat them if I have nothing else. And they have to be the small bag. I don't like a big bag of Doritos because the chips just taste different. For some reason, the chips taste different in a big bag than they do in a small bag. But, and then with Doritos, too, like, they get all over your hands, they get all over your mouth, all that stuff. You got to worry about, wiping it off. Just like them little twirl chip honey barbecue ones, whatever. But, I don't know, Doritos, you just make more of a mess with it. So I'm just going to go with the Ruffles, with the dip, with the Mayfield French onion dip. And then Pringles, sour cream and onion, or plain, whatever.
Well, potato chip is my favorite snack. So this question.
Lay's sour cream and onion is the best.
It's not one of the.
I'm sorry, or Funyuns.
Funyuns are pretty good, but I'm going to start Doritos. The nacho cheese Doritos and the Cool Ranch Doritos are the best two. I buy them all the time. I'm going to bench. Oh, this is hard. I'm going to bench Ruffles. And I'm going to specifically say the sour cream and cheddar Ruffles are probably some of my favorites. And as much as I hate to, I'm going to cut Pringles because they always seem to break up in those cans before I get
Oh, yeah, you get more crumbs than Pringles.
Yeah.
And it's hard to get.
And that's the only reason.
It's hard
They're good.
to get. I ain't going to lie. It's hard to get a bunch of Pringles out because when you got a
Yeah.
big hand, you got to get in there. It's just a mess.
Yeah.
Now, I do love, there's nothing like, you eating a little tiny lunch and you got the small Pringle ones. You know what I'm talking about? Ones in the plastic little thing and not the big can, but in the little plastic little cup or whatever. Oh, they're amazing.
Edith says she could listen to Spanky break it down about food all day. Jordan says you give me dip, I'm starting Ruffles all day long, benching Pringles and cutting Doritos. I'm starting Doritos. I'm starting the blue bag, and I'm gonna bench Pringles.
Hey, those new barbecue Doritos are pretty fire.
I ain't tried them.
Oh,
I'm gonna cut Ruffles, but I didn't do this with dip either. So
Drew Miller says Terry's pork rinds all day.
I like pork rinds. I like pork rinds a lot.
Funyuns, I love Funyuns.
Jordan says Doritos, very versatile chip. Taco salad with the nacho cheese ones or sweet chili is solid. All right, enough about chips. Start bench cut these NFL shows. NFL Primetime on ESPN, Fox NFL Sunday, or CBS Inside the NFL.
It's a tough one.
So ESPN, CBS.
It's their Sunday shows.
Yeah,
their Sunday pregame shows.
Fox, ESPN, CBS. I'm going to start CBS.
Really?
I'm just a CBS guy. I hate how the SEC's getting away from CBS in football. Now, look, just because I don't like Gary Danielson either. I don't. But you're going to miss a little bit, just people
Gary
talking about
Danielson.
Gary Danielson.
That's that name, Ryan, we were trying to think of the other day.
You're gonna miss it. Now, I'll tell you, CBS
Screw Gary
has the
Danielson.
best, in my opinion, of production quality for a game. It is top notch, and they make every game that they do a big time game. Like, if it's on 3:30 at CBS, it's a big game.
It is.
And ESPN, there's so many games on there. It's just like another streaming platform to me. But I'm gonna start CBS because they make everything seem like a big deal. I don't know what it is. I don't like the NFC, and I feel like Fox is so NFC and CBS is so AFC. So I don't know. And ESPN's kind of neutral when it comes to NFL. So I'm just gonna go CBS, ESPN, cut Fox.
Well, I think Spanky could have wrote my answer for me because I'm also starting CBS. I watch the CBS show at 12 o'clock on Sundays. Usually leads into the Titans game, so that may be why I'm a CBS fan. And I like the analysis that's on there. They cover my Titans. I'm going to bench NFL Primetime, ESPN, maybe because I watch it before Sunday Night Football. And I'm going to cut Fox NFL Sunday because I just don't watch the NFC.
And that's
very
all
much.
they want.
Yeah.
They're just pro. They're for the
well,
NFC.
they're the NFC channel, and
Yeah.
CBS is the AFC channel. So I just don't like their coverage as much.
I'm gonna start Fox. I like Fox a lot.
see?
I like it, and I'm gonna actually bench primetime on ESPN. I'm
gonna cut CBS?
I'm cutting them.
Oh man,
Get Dan Marino on CBS.
get Tony Romo too.
Laces out.
Yep.
Ray Finkel.
That's a
Terrible.
good question, though.
Ray
Got
Finkel.
a lot of opinions on that.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
Hey,
Jordan says he's going to start Fox. He's going to bench CBS. And he's going to cut ESPN. But he says he's a Packers fan, so he's going to start Fox.
Hey, before we take a break, Luke, don't we have something going on next weekend?
Yeah, we do have Legends of Tennessee football camp going on right here in Cole, Vegas next weekend. So everybody's welcome. All schools around here are welcome. And we got a few tickets that we would like to, or a few,
I guess
you could call them tickets.
scholarships.
Scholarships is the best word to use for it, that we would like to give to maybe some underprivileged kids, or some families that may be struggling financially. So just send us a message and let us know if you would like to send your kid. We can get the information to you. Just inbox us.
That sounds good.
All right, that was Start Bench Cut. Very fun segment. One of my personal favorites. We'll have our second main talking point of the day next, right after these commercials.
Big Orange Concrete Pumping. They can accommodate any residential or commercial concrete project that you may have in mind. They have one of the biggest line pumps in the state. They take a lot of pride in their work, and they're waiting on your phone call today. Their number is 865-371-3367. Whether you're pumping noise and kneeling or pumping concrete, make sure you roll with the Big Orange. That's Big Orange Concrete Pumping, 865-371-3367. Z&N Concrete are the professionals you need to call for all of your concrete finishing needs. Driveways, sidewalks, curbs, garage pads, footers, and much more. They can do it all. No job is too big. No job is too small. Give Z&N Concrete a call today, 865-360-6176, residential or commercial. That's Z&N Concrete, 865-360-6176.
All right, and we're back. Second main talking point of the day, presented by Trident Hydro Clean. Thank you, Jacob Haney with Trident Hydro Clean, for sponsoring this segment. Any of your pressure washing needs, make sure you check Trident Hydro Clean out. Let them know that we sent you his way.
That's right. So whenever Big Orange Concrete gets done with their concrete work and it gets dirty, call Jacob Haney and Trident Hydro Clean.
That's right. All right, let's talk some NCAA news. Tennessee has created a non-profit designed to possibly make athletes employees. Earlier last week, Dartmouth University men's basketball team voted 13-2 to unionize. this is happening much quicker than we thought. What is about to happen to college sports?
It's about to turn into the minor leagues. It's honestly that's what it's coming to.
Yeah, it's getting interesting very quickly. Dartmouth has pretty much made their men's basketball team employees, and they've unionized already. Of course, it's a small Ivy League school, but they're still Division I, and it's just it'd be the equivalent of Tennessee unionizing and paying their athletes and basically telling the NCAA to kick rocks, kind of like we already have.
Something these players got to realize too is, if you become employees, they can easily get rid of you. Easily.
Well, I mean,
easily.
That is true. I wonder how that'll work.
Yeah, you're fired. I mean,
do you have a scholarship, or they just take it away like that?
Here's one thing that I don't want to see. I don't want to see someone play for any university. Let's just say Tennessee for more than their allotted time. I still like the 4 years and 5 as a red shirt. I don't want to see 8 or 9 year college athletes, because then it is minor league at that point.
Yeah,
I love the youthfulness.
And you're
of college
seeing a lot of
sports.
that too lately with all the different
With the
ways
COVID,
they can
the
come-
COVID and
the
the-
COVID and
Which
the-
that COVID,
red shirt, blue shirt, and green shirt. And
which that COVID, it's about to phase out anyway. Cause
it is. The COVID year's about done, but there is still a few of those left around. But
there's been a lot of stories of 28-year-olds still.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me.
But I don't want it to become a normalized thing.
I don't either.
Where everybody can do it at all times.
Yeah, because at that point, then you're hurting high school kids getting scholarships.
Right.
At that point, you know.
The 28-year-olds you see have some kind of extenuating circumstance, whether it be a long-term injury or they started late or things like that. I just don't want to see 6 or 7, 8 year players. I don't want to see, I guess you could say, Hendon Hooker play quarterback at Tennessee for 10 years.
Right.
Once he's done his time, then he needs to go on to the NFL. As much as we love Hendon Hooker, I just use it as an example.
Yeah, I'm all for change, but we need to keep it a little bit. You know what I mean? We still got to keep some of them core,
The thing is, though,
values
if
have always
we do
been
name these athletes employees, then it becomes a time to start talking salaries and making that an equal thing. And then, you got Title IX you got to talk about, and women's rights. Are you going to pay the starting quarterback at Tennessee the same thing you're paying the backup golfer that's carrying the bags? I mean,
it's crazy how it's all going to unravel. That's for sure. Miranda says, "Hey." Josh Jackson says he's late, but he's here. What's up, Josh? And Ryan Jackson says better late. I bet all these people think that I'm related to all these people.
You got all these Jacksons on here.
All right,
where's Ben at?
Where's Ben? We asked this question not long ago, but it's worth asking again. How long do you think the NCAA exists in college sports?
Heck, it could be less than a year now.
Yeah, I look for there to be something along the lines of the American College Football Association or something like that. I can see very, very quickly at least college football breaking away from the NCAA altogether.
Edith says do away.
I think
with,
that happens first.
Edith says do away with the minimum college requirement. It'll fix all the excessive money. Yeah, I have to look more into all that.
Yeah.
Edith, though, that's your woman, Spank.
Yeah. I wouldn't go that far.
Don't be embarrassed, Edith.
Allegedly.
Or is Edith saying don't make them go to school? Is that what she's saying?
Edith, are you saying don't make the kids go to school? Jordan says Luke part of the Jackson 5. Yeah, I can dance. I can throw down a jumbotron, can't I, Spanky?
Yeah. Yeah, I know. Yeah, you can.
Are you proud of the fact that Tennessee is leading the way of changing the scope of college sports?
I sure am.
Oh yeah, who ain't? Who ain't proud?
Yeah, Tennessee's led this fight. Dartmouth kind of got on board about the same time as Tennessee did. They're a much smaller school than we are as far as athletics go, but they still Division I.
Somebody
Well,
had to
Ivy
flop
League
out their
schools.
nuts first.
Yeah, we threw it right on the table.
Somebody had to show them first.
Donna Plowman showed hers bigger than anybody's.
Somebody's got to take their clothes off first in the relationship.
Tennessee always has and always will lead. It's just in our DNA, Ask Texas, they know.
Mm-hmm. It's because of us
Texas
that
knows.
they are them. Who do you think you are? I am.
And Edith says that she thinks that there should be no required 1 or 2 years of college before going pro. I see what she's saying. She's saying they should be able to go pro before then.
Okay, I got you.
I don't know.
What do y'all think?
I don't know about that one.
That's more of an NFL thing, though, and
Yeah, that ain't the college thing. That's an NFL thing.
that's the NFL rule.
I think the NFL teams want to see if you can actually finish your degree, whatever. Just
Yeah.
because look, if you're
We have one and dones in college basketball already.
oh yeah, and me, I'm not a big one and done person.
college
I like seeing the development of players.
And baseball players can be drafted right out of high school.
Yeah,
to
baseball
the
players,
pros.
they're nice people. They just come to us because they want to.
And truth be told, there's not many 21 or 22-year-old kids that can play in the NFL. They'll get smashed.
it's a man's world out there.
Sing that for us.
It's a man's world. Yeah. Mama got a brand new back. Yeah. James Brown. Yeah. I feel good. Yeah. Sexual chocolate. Yeah.
And Luke, Josh, and Ryan could become a boy band.
What's gonna be our name? I'm all for it. Let's see.
Big Orange Pumpkin, of course.
Edith says college basketball will never get out of hand like college football because of the time requirements.
What?
You and Edith's gonna be arguing at home tonight.
I guess.
Jordan says it's like this, boys. All it takes is one big school to say, "Hey, I'm gonna do what I want," and we were it.
Yes, we were.
Somebody had to do it.
All right, let's see here. What else do we got? It's bad. Some more Tennessee football talk. Tennessee welcome new linebacker coach William. How you pronounce that last name?
Inge.
It's Inge. Okay. Didn't want to sound crazy here. To Knoxville this past week. He's coming from Alabama.
Bam!
Via Washington, where he was highly successful and important in Washington's success last year. He chose to come to Tennessee, leaving his former coach DeBoer, where he's at Alabama, but he sees the potential and wanted to be part of the Josh,
Well, you know why that is, right?
the Josh Heupel ride.
You know that why
we're
it
getting to
is.
that question, Spank. Just let him finish.
He's fired up, baby.
Yeah, he is.
I can tell you why. Because he don't give a piss about the Tide.
All right, this excites all of us. What are your thoughts heading into spring with the coaching changes? You got running back coach too.
Yeah, we sure do. I'm excited to see what these new coaches can bring. You know, it's a fresh look. We hated losing the coaches that we lost. You know, what's so funny here? Magic Big Max.
Edith says she hasn't walked right since Spanky delivered.
We're gonna have to have Edith as a special guest on this show.
Delivered that prize package.
Yeah,
week.
I'd like for him or her, whoever, to come on the show.
Well, back.
Because Edith won the trivia question, so she's saying that you delivered her the prize.
Yeah.
What else did you deliver?
In a
Spanky?
box. Yeah. In a box.
I just want to know who it is.
It's probably Ted.
Probably.
But back to the question at hand. You know, golly, I've lost my train of thought here. I'm excited to see Coach Inge, coach these linebackers. It's going to be a good core this year. And he certainly wants to be a part of Josh Heupel ride. And it speaks volumes on Josh Heupel to land a coach like this, especially snatching him from his coaches going to Alabama. He was already hired at Alabama and left there within a week to come to Tennessee. So
Don't blame the man.
That's pretty fun.
I wouldn't even last a week out there.
Yeah, I'm anxious, excited. Change is good, especially. I mean, I would have loved to have kept the running back coach.
Absolutely.
Defensive side of the ball, we needed some change somewhere.
We did.
There's definitely a hole that needed to be filled there.
He's going to get a Coach Keelan Peely, and that excites me. Yeah. Peely should have a big year.
We don't have long at all, man. Spring's here.
Yeah.
We'll be cussing the heat, Before you know it, I'm already cussing these Bradford pear trees.
Oh, yeah.
God, they stink, man. I'm about to commit an arson.
Yeah.
168 days until kickoff in Tennessee. Nobody's counting, though.
Sure we ain't.
Spur wants to mention about the Ice Bears and an event that I got.
You got screwed in a couple years ago.
Last year, yeah.
Yeah, so this Friday, the Knoxville Ice Bears are hosting the Fayetteville Marksmen. It's their annual Ink in the Rink night. So
What happened?
During intermission, we're going to have a tattoo contest. So any of you that's got any good ink can come on out to the Civic Coliseum Friday night at 7:30 to see the Ice Bears take on Fayetteville and then possibly win a huge prize pack. Government's Purple Heart tattoo, I believe, is giving some free tattooing away. So
Purple Heart stuff.
Who beat you? What kind of tattoo?
I don't
beat
remember
you?
who beat me. Who did?
it was a nice tattoo, but the fan support was certainly for Luke, because when he pulled his leg out there and showed a big picture of Josh Heupel on his calf, fans went crazy. And
So how they decided?
Judges
off
on
crowd?
judges on the
Judges down
ice.
there.
Oh
voted
my
for-
God!
for who they thought
It's
was the
about what
best
the
tattoo.
people want.
They give me second or third.
I think he got third place, which made it even worse.
Everybody started
Oh,
booing.
God.
Yeah, they started
I got a
booing
video
results.
of it.
Pretty
I
funny.
think Corbin videoed it for me. I think.
Where is Corbin? In love.
He's
Oh.
in
Probably
love.
got his head down in a beaver somewhere or something.
I think he's probably in a NASCAR race watching a bunch of cars go left.
I know we've got a NASCAR question on here for him, but we've actually had like 3 or 4.
We
Well,
have.
let's quit putting them in here.
We have. We
Yeah.
took it off.
Jordan says Blitz, Vawls, Blitz. Somebody tell Willie drugs are bad.
Hey, while we're talking about blitzing in football, what about the Tennessee Titans and their free agency this past week?
Man, they lose they lose Derrick Henry, but they get Calvin Ridley. I don't know if that's a
Tony Pollard, Calvin
Yeah.
Ridley. We got Mason
Oh,
Rudolph.
they got Pollard?
Yeah,
Oh.
I didn't
Yeah.
even
I
see
did not know
Pollard.
that.
Yeah, they
I
signed Tony
heard the
Pollard.
rumor, but I didn't know it was
yeah,
true or not.
it's official.
I would take that in a heartbeat then.
Yeah, Calvin Ridley signed with Tennessee.
Could be like the Broncos. We cut a quarterback and we didn't even try to pick up one.
I'm not even a Titans fan, but that's good.
That's a good
I mean, I
pickup.
pull for them, but I can't be a fan. 'Cause they piss me
They're
off.
certainly being aggressive in free agency. They've signed some positions at need. They've got a new linebacker. They picked up a cornerback from Cincinnati. I like what I see so far, and I'm certainly not a Will Levis fan, and may never be a Will Levis fan. But he's got some weapons around him now. It'll be interesting to see if they keep DeAndre Hopkins now. He's due $16 million this year in cap space. So if they cut him, then it kind of dwindles out a little bit. But if they keep him, having DeAndre Hopkins and Calvin Ridley, that's a pretty solid receiving core.
Hey, look, what if they go after hometown boy T. Higgins?
Well,
He's rumored.
they're paying
I love that.
they're paying Calvin Ridley $92 million. They can't afford T. Higgins at this
Oh
point.
no, never mind. Nope.
Jordan says with a mullet like Edith has, Spanky, you might bite off more than you can chew.
Probably.
And yes,
Probably
Ryan
more than chicken
Jackson.
chew.
And yes, Ryan Jackson. The Titans got Mason Rudolph.
Okay. Jordan says Luke has the people's thigh tattoo. I did it for the people. That's for sure. Thank you for listening to our second main talking point of the day. We still have a lot to do here tonight. Share this out for us. Give us some likes.
And we all know what's next right here, Luke.
Next, we have the duel.
Oh, yeah.
So these two are going to battle it out over 5 tough questions, and you all vote in the comment section and let us know who you believe won the duel. We'll be right back.
Trident Hydro Clean, your exterior home cleaning professionals, house, roof, driveway, concrete, gutters, and much more. Trident Hydro Clean, 865-363-8815. They've been in business for 5 years, and they have a 5-star Google rating and a 5-star Facebook rating. Call Jacob today. Give your house, driveway, and or patio the care it deserves. 100% satisfaction guarantee. See the difference between a professional and amateur cleaning. That's 865-363-8815. Hey y'all, it's the Vawl Daddy. The C&D Tire Pros are your go-to experts for nearly all of your vehicle needs. Located in the heart of Oak Ridge at 164 Fairbanks Road. They've got a 4.8 out of 5-star rating, and that's very hard to do in the tire business. Tire installation, wheel alignment, wheel balancing, tire rotation, tire repair, brake changes, oil changes. Hell, they'll even paint your back porch. I've known Zach since he was in diapers. We went to church together. We went to school together. We played football together. And he's been changing tires since he's been in diapers. Give them a call today, 865-483-7455. Like them on Facebook. That's C&D Tire, 865-483-7455.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Next, we have the duel presented by Premier Excavation. Spanky and Spur will battle it out over a few tough questions, and the winner not only gets bragging rights, but they get some hardware to drag around with them for the week.
Show that hardware off there, Spank.
Show it to him.
Show it to him, baby. Here we go.
That's steel right there.
Hey, let's welcome Cody Goodman here watching this. First time I've seen Cody on the show.
Hey, what's up, Cody? All right. Y'all ready to get down and dirty?
Yeah, bring it on.
Always, every night.
All right, who's the best play-by-play announcer of all time? You cannot say John Ward.
Best play-by-play. We talking about any sport?
Any sport.
Any sport, play-by-play. Who's the best?
Good old JR Jim Ross. The man makes you believe what's happening in the ring. You could literally close your eyes.
He said sports, Spanky.
Did it? Sport and what?
Sports entertainment.
Sport and what?
Entertainment.
Okay, it's a sport. Okay, and look, he also did broadcasting, play-by-play broadcasting for Oklahoma and the Atlanta Falcons.
And the XFL. So I'll give you that.
XFL. Jim Ross, you could literally, a good play-by-play guy is somebody who you can close your eyes and all they have to do is talk, and you can see everything that's going on. Even Ray Charles and Stevie Wonder can see what is going on.
I wondered where he was going to go with this question.
One
so that's
second.
a good one.
I want to hear your impersonation real quick.
By God, Stone Cold, Stone Cold.
All right, go ahead.
All right. You know, I've thought about this question for a minute, and I've dug a little bit, and I always wanted to be a play-by-play guy, so I have many.
I couldn't.
But
You got
I'm going to go
hard.
I'm going to go back to my childhood and tell you what. I grew up on the Atlanta Braves in the 90s and the early 2000s, and Skip Carey was fantastic as the Atlanta Braves play-by-play guy on TBS. That's who I grew up with. That's who I feel like is the best all-time other than John Ward. So
Not Harry Carey?
Not Harry Carey. Skip Carey. His I believe it's his brother. But I'll never forget Francisco Cabrera coming up to bat in, I believe it was 92, and he got that base hit and Sid Bream rounding third. And here's the plate to plate, and he is safe. Braves win! Braves win! Braves win! Braves win! The Braves win! That's like a childhood memory that's will always be in my mind forever and ever.
And it's just like with the JR thing, it's like the great play-by-play guys. They have the calls that as soon as you see that moment, you hear the play. You hear the commentary. Or as soon as he says it, you see the moment. It's about what you're doing when you're doing commentary, your play-by-play. You're painting picture. That's all you're doing. You're an artist. You're painting the picture for the audience at home to see what's going on.
My current favorite currently is Mike Keefe of the Tennessee Titans.
Oh, yes, he's really
fantastic.
Good. Really good.
Yeah. You know, Christie kicks it high and short, going to be fielded by Lorenzo Neal at the 25. He pitches it back to Wycheck, who throws it across the field to Dyson. 30, 40, 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5, end zone, touchdown Titans. There are no flags on the field. It's a miracle. Tennessee has pulled a miracle. A miracle for the Titans.
It's great, ain't
It is.
David
It's
Stewart's
lovely.
watching right now. He's turning over.
Yeah, he's pissed.
He's pissed off
He's
right
madder
now.
than hell. He's punching at the clouds.
He's done broke the phone at this point.
I'll tell you another good play-by-play guy.
Edith
Honestly.
says Cotton McKnight and Pepper Brooks on ESPN 8 to Ocho. Dodgeball.
Yeah, got a good point there. Yeah. But I'll tell you another good one doesn't get a lot of credit. That's Chris Fowler. I think he does a
good job.
I love him and Herbstreit.
I'll get some heat for saying this, but I love hearing Tony Romo.
Yeah, he does.
Tony Romo does a great
I figured you
job.
put Bob Kesslin.
Bob Kessley's somewhere down near. Bob Kessley is just below Keith Adcock.
Oh, what's wrong with Keith?
I'm talking about in today's age.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I love Keith back in the day.
I love Keith. Look, I got his ring he gave me.
Hey,
he gave me this ring.
You heard me, didn't you? I just put Keith Adcock above Bob Kessling.
Okay.
I didn't say what he would rank.
Yeah, he could definitely,
Yeah.
especially, yeah. Edith says Dick Pepperfield for the Flint, Michigan Tropics.
Yes, Dick Pepperfield. Yes.
That's a good one. Ryan Jackson said that's a great remake. Spur. Harry Carey, the real or the Will Ferrell one? The Will Ferrell one for sure on Saturday Night Live. You ever heard that one?
Yeah, it's pretty good stuff.
All right, should the Lady Vawls basketball team be in the NCAA tournament this season?
Honestly, I think they should. I know, it seems like to me something that we as a fan base keep pointing out is the losses. And I get it. That's what you got to fix. But can we not talk about the wins too? Like, it's like the losses.
What wins?
So, Spur, they've won a few games this year, buddy.
Wins? They're 0-8 against ranked teams. They haven't beat a single ranked team all year long.
And you me tell you what, that's the teams you got to watch out for in the tournament. Look what they've done against them ranked teams, though.
My answer was...
When was the last time they got flat out blown out?
Several times. I watched them.
When was the last time?
2 weeks ago. Anyway.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'll cut the bullshit. I really don't know. I'm just trying to fucking argue here, everybody.
So,
I don't know.
So I'm going to be straight. This question was going to be asked last week, but due to Wi-Fi issues with Highland Telephone, thank you for getting our internet back straightened up, hopefully, Highland.
Yeah, don't jinx it yet.
I just left this question on for this week. Going into last week, the Lady Vawls were 17-11 on the season, and my answer was going to be no. However, they won 2 games in the SEC tournament and lost a heartbreaker to South Carolina, and I think going 19-11 gives them just enough to get into the tournament. I think they're going to be an 8 seed, which means they're going to play a 1 seed, most likely Iowa or UConn in the second round. So they could beat either one of those teams unless Caitlin Clark shoots from downtown Wartburg, and then there's nothing we can do. But I think they're going to be in the tournament. I think they deserve to be in the tournament. They had the number 1 rank. They had a number 1 in strength of schedule, but they haven't beat a single ranked team all year.
I ain't gonna argue with Spur on Lady Vault stuff, because I'll tell you, he's probably watched more Lady
Jordan
Vault games
says
than I
he
have.
would rather watch paint dry than listening to Bob. Bob done himself in with what a turn of events after the Hail Mary.
Oh gosh, thank you, Jordan. I've said that many a times.
Cody Goodman says, how are we feeling about tomorrow's matchup with Mississippi State? They always seem to give us some gritty matchups.
Well, heck, Bob, when they caught the Hail Mary, just went caught, and then what was the other guy's name? His play-by-play guy. Tennessee wins. Tennessee wins.
Tim Priest.
Tim Priest.
That was good stuff. Tim Priest what's made that.
Oh
yeah. If it wasn't for him, it'd been awful. I mean, even the Bama win, Bob wasn't even.
And Josh Malone jumping up in the air, just like I did.
I was fired up.
I was fired up too.
I was fired up.
Yeah. About threw my shoulder out that day.
Y'all want to talk about Mississippi State?
Yeah. Hey, Cody, we talked about Mississippi State earlier. You know, they beat Tennessee earlier in the year, 77-72. It was at Mississippi State. It was on one of those nights where we went stone cold shooting. I don't see that.
Stone cold.
That's not going to happen tomorrow, I don't believe. But, Luke, I think you have a question about that coming up right here on this duel.
I do.
Let
us know in the comments who you believe is winning the duel, by the way. We got to vote. All right, would you draft Joe Milton if you was an NFL GM? Would you draft Joe Milton if you was an NFL GM?
Well, what team are you?
You're just an NFL GM. Let's just say you're going to need a quarterback.
Need a quarterback. It's like you're the Denver Broncos right now.
And I got to take Milton at 9th because they got the 9th pick.
No, you're not taking him in the first round.
You ain't taking him in the first round.
Okay.
Would you take Joe Milton?
Would you take Joe Milton at all?
No. I'm going no.
Wouldn't draft him.
No, I worry about. Yeah, I get it. He has the impressive arm factor and stuff, but I just worry about that ball over the middle. Like that's what I worry about. The deep ball I'm fine with, but especially in the NFL, like there's some really top-notch safeties in the NFL.
We don't see too many first-round NFL quarterbacks that actually become superstars.
Yeah.
Now, it happens. We may have one or two that come out last year. But I think if you take Joe Milton in like a late round, a 5th, 6th, or maybe even 7th round, you could get to steal the draft because he has all the tools to make one hell of a quarterback. He's got the body of Cam Newton. He's got an arm like we've never seen before. And I think he's worth the risk to draft him in a late round. So absolutely, I'd draft Joe Milton.
I'd pick that Eastern Kentucky quarterback over Joe Milton.
You're just trying to get some votes now, aren't you, Spank?
No, I'm just saying I'd pick Parker McKinney over.
Hey, did Parker McKinney do anything at the Combine? I haven't heard. Does anybody know?
No, he did not.
He did not? Okay.
He did not. He's actually, and here's the he's he has his pro day here in a few weeks, and he actually threw at the pro day for the University of Central Florida. They Gus Malzahn wanted him to throw to their top wide receiver. And the funny thing is they have a quarterback going into the draft too. You'd think they'd want their top quarterback going into the draft, throwing to their top receiver going in the draft. No, they want Parker to do it, and so that wide receiver is now going to come up to Eastern Kentucky in a few weeks for.
Yeah, Edith and Jordan both have good points. Edith thinks that Joe is a better suited for the NFL. He's kind of like a Josh Allen or Anthony Richardson. I agree with that. Jordan said an NFL team late in the draft, he's taking him in the 4th to 7th round. He's got the measurables. If you can catch him up to the speed of the game, he has everything else. And Edith says he'd be worth it just for a Hail Mary situation. I mean, yeah.
That is true.
Yeah.
All right, let us know in the comments who you believe is winning the duel. Should Tennessee we'd like to see them give their all for the SEC tournament, or hold back a little bit and save some of that energy? What strategy are you taking, Coach Spanky?
To me, I could never find myself as a coach wanting to lose a game. I just couldn't do it.
I couldn't either.
I really couldn't. But at the end of the day, it's one of them deals of, okay, we're in a tight ball game. I'm still going to play the win, but I'm not going to have my foot on the 100% gas. I'm not trying to get anybody hurt out here. Let's just put it that way. What you need to do here in this situation is yeah, you want to try to win the games. But by God, when it gets out of hand just a little bit, build some depth for this tournament. Get some guys some minutes in this tournament. Use the SEC tournament to get some guys some playing time, some good minutes so they can get more comfortable. And I know they've had all year, whatever, but still, they have to still play at the pace of a tournament. They have to. I don't care what anyone says. A normal basketball game and a tournament basketball game, it's not the same thing. It's not the same thing.
You know, here's my problem with holding back. Oftentimes, when you tell a player to hold it back, to play at 80%, play at 75%.
He can throw it on kickoffs. He might have some value there.
Hey, wait a minute here. They're talking about changing the kickoff rule to a 4th and 20 in the NFL. Just so you know, for onside kicks, that's being discussed right now.
Really?
Instead of doing onside, it's going to the XFL rule. They're discussing it right now to make the onside kick a 4th and 20. So maybe you can kick off or throw it on a kickoff. But back to the question at hand. If
Edith, you're stupid.
If you tell a player to go at 75, 80% for a tournament game right now, they may not be able to turn it back on to 100% the next game. So I think it's balls to the wall. Let's win this damn banner, and let's win the big banner here. 9 games in a row, like Ryan Jackson said earlier. 9 straight.
Heck, I'd rather just win 4 straight, 9 straight.
6, Spanky. 6.
Is it 6?
It's 6.
6-4, 32, Sweet 16. Okay, it is.
It's
my
6.
Bad, my bad. You got to win. Okay. Yeah, you got to win 4 just to get to the Final Four.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. So
Sorry,
let's win 9 straight and put 3 banners in the top of the Food City Center at Thompson Bowling Arena.
All right, WWE is inducting Paul Heyman into its Hall of Fame. Who is the best manager other than Heyman of all time?
This one ain't even a question.
I'm gonna let you go first. I'll take the second one.
You know who I'm gonna pick, don't you?
I'm fairly certain I know who I'd pick if I was you, and I'm letting you go first.
He lives in Louisville, Kentucky.
You're going with the other one.
Jim Cornette, someone who more people have said I kind of resemble and kind of act like a little bit. I don't know if that's a compliment or what. But no, Jim Cornette, he's everybody knows, especially in this area, who Jim Cornette is. Manager of the Heavenly Bodies, the Midnight Express, Sweet Stan Lane, and Beautiful Bobby Eaton.
My all-time favorite.
Oh yeah, the best version of the Midnight Express.
My all-time favorite.
I will say they should be inducted in the Hall of Fame.
Dennis Connery and Bobby Eaton, by the way, but that's the best version.
Well, I don't know. Stan did okay. I'll give you Dennis. I'll give you Dennis. But no, I think the Midnight Express should be in the Hall of Fame as long as Jim Cornette. And I know Luke's probably not too familiar with Jim Cornette, and some of our viewers might not be. But if you ever just want to hear a man,
lost about half as soon as we mentioned wrestling.
Well, if you would like to hear a man talk about food more in depth than me, you need to listen to Jim Cornette. I listen to him. I get a lot of inspiration of food talk from Jim Cornette. He has some of the best Wendy's takes.
I tell you what,
ever.
Jim Cornette could tell a story.
He's a storyteller.
We're on the Vawls Deep podcast, but listen to the drive-through with Jim Cornette. Or
If
the
you
Jim
have
Cornette
4
experience.
hours to spare.
You have 4 hours to kill on a long drive. Even if you're not a wrestling fan, you can just listen to Jim Cornette tell stories and cuss a whole lot.
If you like
And
to
hate
hear
Donald
old,
Trump. If you hate Donald Trump, listen to Jim Cornette because he hates Donald Trump.
I kind of tune him out then.
Yeah.
You know.
But I will say, The greatest wrestling manager of all time is not Jim Cornette.
What?
It's Bobby the Brain Heenan.
You know,
and it's
you
not
got
even
a
close.
smart- Wow.
The Heenan family,
close.
Bobby Heenan in the WWF back in the day, he managed everybody. He had a full stable.
It was Bobby Heenan versus Hulk Hogan. It wasn't it wasn't Andre versus Hulk. It was Bobby Heenan.
It was Bobby the Brain Heenan versus Hulk Hogan. That's right. And he was going to kill Hulkamania. So Bobby the Brain Heenan is the all-time greatest manager, even more so than Paul Heyman.
I agree with that. Now,
So that's enough wrestling talk.
okay.
All right.
can
Let us know in
still
the
keep
comments
talking.
who you believe won the duel. Right now, Spanky's up.
That's right. I'm
Spanky's
always
up.
up.
So you got to vote for who won the duel. This is a pretty good one today.
All right, thank you to Premier Excavation. Make sure you reach out to our friends Travis Duncan with Premier Excavation for any of your land needs. Now, let's hit commercial, and we'll be right back with trivia question. The winner will get gift card, baseball, football cards, and a decal.
That's
Anything
right.
else? All right. So we'll be right back. Make sure you share this out. Give us some likes, and we'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's your man here, the Spank. Like myself, D&M Fencing are the best in the business today. They can install wood, chain link, vinyl, picket, composed metal, barbed wire, heck, bring them bamboo sticks. And they can install them things for you too. D&M Fencing, do it right the first time. Their numbers are 865-435-4515 or 865-387-1026. Give my friend Ted a call today. That's D&M Fencing. Baconator.
And we're back.
I love me a good baconator.
You look like you like a little
We're
bacon.
fixing to do a trivia now.
Ooh.
Edith's already talking about getting another special Spanky delivery.
Edith says she's getting another delivery from the What kind of delivery are we talking about?
If she'll
Edith?
give me a baconator, I'll.
She'll bring it again in a box.
Yeah.
All right. Let us know in the comments who you believe won the duel as we do this. Trivia question. Since you picked it, Spur, why don't you do it?
All right. So last week, Dean Curley for the Vawls had a hell of a night. He hit 3 home runs, driving in 9 RBIs, both freshman records. So our question is, who holds the Tennessee record for most RBIs as a freshman for a season? So record for RBIs as a freshman for Tennessee. This is a tough question. Y'all are going to have to dig just a little bit.
Do a little bit of digging.
But while they dig, let's talk about our Vawls Deep podcast is going to be doing that official ESPN Tournament Bracket Challenge, and it's going to begin starting Sunday. So we'll post a link on our Facebook. It'll be on all of our personal Facebooks as well. So it's a public group. It's going to be called the Vawls Deep Podcast Fans ESPN Bracket Challenge. So be looking for that. So we're going to have a very nice prize for the winner.
All right. Well, what kind of gift you thinking for the winner of the tournament?
We'll have to figure something out good.
I say
Figure
money.
something out. Edith says she's out on the question.
Edith cannot figure this one out.
Edith, I guess that Spanky package is not good enough for this.
I've got some votes.
Jordan
coming in.
says Todd Helton.
It is not Todd
It
Helton.
is not Todd Helton.
That's a good guess. He's actually second.
Very good guess. Anything Tennessee baseball related is a good.
Yeah.
Todd
Yeah,
Helton
y'all
is
gonna
a
have to
good
get out
guess.
some Google on this one. I'll give you a hint. It was in the early 2000s.
Early 2000s.
That
And
way
the
you don't have to
question
go
was,
back too far.
who holds the Tennessee record for most RBIs as a freshman in a season?
Tim Phillips. I just made that name.
I was wondering.
With baseball players, you can just come up with like any. Just say something.
Edith says Kevin Nash.
Kevin Nash.
You got your sports backwards there, Edith.
Big sexy.
Spur is ahead, by the way, in the
Y'all gonna have to hurry. I'm getting
in the
hungry.
votes. 2005 is the year.
So look up freshman in 2005, y'all.
That
Edith
eliminates
has
that.
a chance now. We'll
What
wait
are we
around
going
and
to
see.
post for the tournament, you think?
I think we're gonna
I
be a
say
one
after
seed.
Sunday.
I mean, we can post the group, though, right?
Yeah, we'll post a link to the group pretty soon. And then we can post the link now. We have the link. So y'all can go ahead and join the group and then fill out your bracket. We're gonna open the brackets up until Thursday when the opening round tips off. Okay. Go ahead, Jordan.
Jordan says I got the answer.
We allowed you to Google it. Go ahead.
I was curious. Spanky saying, "Please hurry up so I can go get me some chips."
No, I'm probably gonna put some dino nuggets in there for her.
Dino nuggets? Is that what you're gonna have for dinner?
Yeah, he doesn't say chicken nuggets. He still calls them dino nuggets.
Because there's a difference.
What's the difference?
One's a chicken nugget in a nugget form, and the other
Jordan
is a
says
dinosaur.
Evan Russell.
No,
which is incorrect.
Incorrect. We're talking about 2005. What's the difference again besides the shape?
That's it. It's just the shape of it.
Well, you do bite the dinosaurs' heads off and like a kid.
I just dip them in the ketchup, and it's an insecurity thing.
What's insecure about it?
I don't know. It brings me back to a younger state of mind, and it takes me away from all the problems going on in the world today, and it brings me back to simpler time as a kid.
Oh my God. Spur, you might have hit him with the one that's too hard.
I might have hit him with one that's too hard. You know what? We may just have to add this prize along.
What color's the sky?
Dino nuggets are made of dinosaur meat, is what Edith says.
Yeah. Strong bones. Potassium.
All right, we're about to have to call it here. You're going to give them 2 more minutes, and we're calling it. We'll just add it to the tournament prize. The question is, who holds the Tennessee baseball record for most RBIs as a freshman for a season? And this happened in 2005. That is your hint. Ain't nobody going to get it.
It literally took me 2 seconds to Google it, and I found it again. So,
making them work, Spur.
Making them work.
Work. Let me see you now.
All right, 1 minute, and the Vault ID is out. Any other hints you could think of?
I can't think of.
Well, we'll see if anybody can come up with the last name. His first initials are JP. JP, and then the last name. So somebody give us a last name.
Somebody's going to say Prince, and it's going to be
JP what?
Purple rain, purple rain. Purple.
You a Prince fan?
I like Prince. I don't like the color purple, but I like Prince.
You love purple.
Nope. Orange rain, orange rain.
Orange rain.
He played catcher.
No, not Curly,
No.
Ryan Jackson.
Larry, Moe.
All right, we're done. We're just going to add it to the...
Just say who it is so we know.
No, we're going to tell them, but they ain't going to get it. Give it to them, Spur.
The winner or not the winner is with 71 RBIs in 2005 was JP Arencibia. Great player for University of Tennessee.
Yeah. All right, you bunch of losers. We're out of here. We'll be
Good
back.
show. Good show. The internet worked.
Good show. Internet worked. We're going to try...
Are we going to do a tournament special
We
next
need
week?
to do like Wednesday before the tournament starts. Then we'll probably do one again on Friday for the Legend of Tennessee football camp too. If I was
Sounds
guessing.
good. So next week, join us Wednesday at 8 o'clock for our tournament bracket special. So if we could get Corbin to show up, we may just all do a bracket. What do you think, Luke? That'd be fun.
Corbin, yeah, if he's alive,
We'll do our brackets live here on the air. That'd be fun.
I bet he's somewhere with some NASCAR media passes.
I bet he's face
Bristol
first
is this
in a
weekend.
beaver somewhere.
Bristol's this weekend.
Bristol's
he's
this weekend.
He's done there. He's done passed out.
Drink some for us, Corbin.
He's done gone. He's done gone. Thanks,
He's got
y'all.
one in each pocket.
Go.